Hello, my name is Louie, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. It's, uh, uh, it's been a while. But, hopefully we're gonna be back now, videos should be coming out more regularly now. Hopefully. Hopefully. But let's just keep going. Back in my room, the first thing I see is the familiar row of medication bottles lined up on top of my dresser, and it makes me depressed as usual. It's annoying. Thought I was okay. Thought I'd made my peace with this thing, gone over it. But I really did. I allowed myself to forget that I have a problem. Being here really reminds me of the reality, and trying to fight against it just hurts. Reflecting on it is only going to do so much. I've done this before, for months. Seems like it's time to get over it. If I allow myself to forget that my life is definitely not going to be as long as those of others, I won't get anywhere. My life may be different from others, but it is a life in progress. That's how I'll rationalize it. I down the usual handful of pills, trying to push the sudden dreary feeling out of my head. Then I prepare to head out to class early as usual. As I step into the hallway, I notice Kenji coming around the hallway corner, stealthily making his way over to his own room with a large bag. As he sneaks past me soundlessly like a ninja hiding in plain sight, I call out to him. Though I do not know why I did that, why would I call out to Kenji? That is a horrible idea. Hey! He jumps at the sound of my voice. So it has been maybe over a month since I've done character voices. Cut me a little bit of slack, okay? Please.
Oh, hey man, I didn't notice you there. I'm really tired.
I think it's more like you didn't see me, but that's not the issue. Where have you been this early? Shopping?
Nah, I wasn't shopping. Sometimes to visit the math teacher. Yeah, I figured it'd be a good idea to find out when the next exam is, since he tells you in advance if you want.
So then, what's in the bag?
I thought I'd go shopping while I was outside. It supplies to continue the fight against the vast feminist conspiracy.
Okay. I thought you didn't go outside.
I wear a hat now.
I decided not to point out that he is not wearing a hat. An awkward silence settles between us, and then Kenji breaks it by pushing his door open slowly, releasing a creaking sound into the air that only makes the moment seem more awkward. He sets the bag down inside his room and then closes the door. I'm surprised you went out of your way to find out a test day. Trying to take advantage of an opportunity to study is pretty diligent.
I never study.
Oh.
I just want to know when the next test day was. I'm still gonna take it, duh. I need to know I need to know so I know what day I can't afford to skip class. Usually sends out updates on that crap by phone, so I just step out and check up on it.
And why do you have to go out when you can get on your phone?
I don't carry a phone.
What do you mean you don't carry a phone? You mean you just leave it at home?
Nah, I didn't use phones. I don't have a phone. Phones, I have no phone.
Why don't you have a phone? How can you not have a phone? No phone at all? No phone?
I just don't like phones. Actually, I'm kind of scared of them. I don't know why. I think it's some kind of repressed trauma. But basically, whenever I hear a phone, I get nervous. It's my darkest secret. I have two theories on it. Either I have some fear of receiving some undefined, ominous, life-altering doom call, or I was beaten with a phone in the past. Beaten so badly I can't remember it.
Beaten in the head.
Well, where else would I get beaten with a phone that would be unable to remember it? The ass?
Unexpectedly logical. I feel very depressed now. Sensing this conversation is more or less over, Kenji opens his door again and prepares to head inside.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep, dude. Have a good one.
Class is going to start in like 20 minutes.
I already did something today. Too tired to go to school. Hey, you need some lip balm? I actually bought two because I thought the store had started selling individual AA batteries.
Thanks, but no thanks. The door down the hall opens with a crack as it swings forward from being pushed open too strongly and crashing against the wall. The sound is followed by a peal of bubbly laughter, and I instantly know who it is. Oh my god, he snuck up behind Kenji. At the noise, Kenji disappears into his room like a ninja, slamming the door shut just as Shizune and Misha walk over, the former taking small, efficient steps towards me, while the latter more or less bounces off the walls. I try to do the same as Kenji, but it's too late. Misha puts her foot between my door to prevent me closing it, so I have no other choice but to let them in. Okay, this is the hardest voice I've ever had to do for any character, and that's Shizune's. So just give me a moment to really prepare here. Okay, now time for the actual hardest voice. Okay. I have not done a Misha voice. I mean, I've tried, but I haven't actually sat down and done it for like a month. So, forgive me if it sounds a little less bubbly than usual, okay? I've, matured.
Hi, Hichan! Hi!
Hi. What are you two doing here? One of the pause between those two sentences was politely long enough. ...
Hichan, that's rude! We're gonna pick you up! Do you think we thought you were gonna escape and come to make sure you didn't? Surely not, Hichan.
Hey, I didn't say that's what you're here for. But now I know it's exactly what they're here for.
It's time for student council work. Yes, it is. Aren't you happy, Hichan, to be able to help the whole school? You're like a hero. The future generations will tell stories of this day.
Interesting. I didn't think joining the student council would be a heroic deed worthy of Hercules. Well, I guess I did promise, so... I've neglected Shizune, and only now do I notice her in the corner of my vision, peering around my room over my shoulder, her analytical eyes darting from object to object. This is kind of intrusive. uh, I heard a thing about this game where like each like girl's route has a different writer, writing it. And I was wondering if those different writers, wrote for the different girls in Act 1, or if Act 1 was written by one writer. Uh, I think it might be clear that the writers wrote different stuff for Act 1. This is kind of intrusive. The feeling of being exposed crawls in my balls. Luckily, I don't have dirty laundry on the floor or anything like that. ...
Hmm? What is it, Shishan? Yeah, this is Hichan's room. We haven't seen it before. I didn't even realize. It's kind of plain, but Hichan hasn't had time to decorate it yet. Isn't that so? What are those?
She points to my collection of medications on the night table. How would you not know what are those? I mean, I'm assuming a lot of kids here take a lot of pills, a lot of medication. I don't really want to talk about it with these two. Kick them out of the room. Um, I won't kick them out of the room, I guess. That this seems like the wait, why would you try to dodge this? You know everybody here is disabled in some way. You're not gonna be a regular dude, but I guess at this point he is still self-conscious about that. Because we haven't had the character development yet. We're still in Act 1. I'm sorry, guys. It's nothing. I quickly step in front of them, trying to hide the stuff behind my back. Shizune takes a step back, looking suspicious, but an expression not without concern. Concern. I accidentally said concern with a th. God. I hope if I avoid it, she'll understand I don't want her to keep prodding me about it. ...
Really? What are you hiding, Hichan?
Nothing. ...
Is that so?
I realize I can't really squirm my way out of this. They're nosy by nature, and hiding it is just gonna pique their curiosity more. Yeah, okay, it is something, but I don't really want to talk about it, okay? Not yet. Can we just put this aside for now? As Misha translates, Shizune stares at me hard with her eyes focused and analytical as ever, peering at me curiously over the rims of her glasses. Her fingers press against each other thoughtfully, as if she's weighing the value of pursuing this further than necessary against the insult of disrespecting my wish. Her expression finally melts into a slight smile, and she signs something to Misha. ...
Okay, then we'll wait and become better and better friends, and one day when you feel like it, you can tell us about it.
Both of them smile widely at me, and I feel shocked and a little stupid about being like this. They're not stupid, and probably can at least halfway guess what's going on with me, and such simple, kind words. I feel relieved that they don't think any worse of me, even if I'm like this. Even if I'm not like the rest here, even if I can't be at ease about it. Seems that behind the obnoxious, mischievous acts, both of these girls are really kind and good people. That's what I think. Thanks. So, you want me to help you out today, right? Since I'm one of you now.
Yup.
After class?
No. Now.
Now? But what about class? You're gonna skip again? ...
What? It's for the common good, so we sacrifice our math lessons. And maybe the social studies, too.
Well, I guess I'm fine with it. Let's go. ...
Awesome, Hee-chan. You said it, okay? Remember, I'm fine with helping out. That's what you said, right?
Yeah, that tone. I suddenly regret saying it. ...
Okay.
Yeah, that's not... God, I'm sorry, the Misha's voice is gonna fluctuate a bit, okay? I'm sorry, I'm trying to handle quality control here, but, it's a little hard sometimes, you know?
Okay. You ready to go, then? We can go to the office together.
No, you're probably gonna make me carry all your stuff for you or something. ...
Don't be silly, Hee-chan. We've never walked to school together, Hee-chan.
I almost want to ask why we would, but then it dawns on me. Both of them consider me their friend, like Misha said before, and they want to become better friends with me even. It's weird, I've never really thought about them that way. I've just thought of them as two psychotic, lunatic girls trying to get me to the student council. You know, gaslighting, manipulating me. The huge. Or any of the people I've met so far this week. Is it really that easy? Just like that. Okay, let's go then. Shizune grins craftily and puts her hands behind her back.
That's great, Hee-chan. Okay, but first, you had a really great idea. Shishan liked it a lot. So, it's time for a game.
Oh no!
Shishan is holding a 1,000 yen note in her hand, Hee-chan. If you guess which one, you can have it. If you don't, you're carrying all her books to school, right, Shishan, right?
She and Shizune exchange nods.
Okay, Hee-chan, get ready.
No. I thought I'd have an option to. I thought I'd have an option to choose that would drastically change the story. I guess not. Carrying 3 bags instead of 1, I think about the day that's ahead of me. Of us. I can see students walking back and forth through the courtyard, probably in preparation of their own projects. The festival is practically here. That means there are only 2 possible reasons that my help is required. Either there is only a small amount of work left, and they just want a helping hand to wrap up the mundane final checks they are obligated to do, or there's a ton of work left, and Shizune is putting on a calm face as a torrent of built-up procrastinated work threatens to kill us all. Once inside the office, I look around and see that it's deserted. I guess this means that there isn't a lot of work left, huh? Since there's no one here and all.
It's always like this, Hee-chan.
This confirms what I've thought before, but I've never been actually able to confirm definitively. Shizune and Misha are the student council. The whole student council. Damn. So it's true. The student council is really only you two. Shizune looks as if she's stuck wondering whether to be ashamed or to explode with anger, and Misha is equally divided between laughing and trying to stop her. Da.
Well then, Hee-chan, you'll be happy to know that since it's just us 3, we have a lot to do. A lot.
Oh wait, what did I do? Did I mute the music? I'm sorry? Wait, what did I do? Oh, okay, I just went back. Okay. I'm sorry, technical difficulties. That does not make me happy. But it seems to make Shizune very happy, because she's evil.
What? Just kidding.
So we only have a little bit to do. The work turns out to be sorting and double-checking the considerable amount of paperwork necessary for an event such as a school festival to get done. Bureaucracy is a mind-boggling thing. I know, right? I don't want to spend 20 hours calling General Electric to set up an appointment to repair my refrigerator, damn it. But we managed to finish it when the bell... I read that perfectly. You can't prove me wrong.
Okay, now that we're done, we can relax a little, but not too much. We have lots more to do in the afternoon. ... It's actually not that much work, Hee-chan, so we can afford to enjoy a little lunch first.
The two of them produce a small array of plastic containers seemingly out of thin air.
It's chicken cutlet with tomato and soybean sprouts. Doesn't it sound delicious, Hee-chan? It was just made this morning and it's still warm, so eat, eat, eat.
I take one of the containers and open it. It looks nice and certainly smells good. The fact that I'm really hungry adds to that even more. Wow, this looks great. Where do you get this? Dot dot dot.
That isn't important, Hee-chan. There's supposed to be a stall selling lunchboxes, but the girl who was to run it suddenly said she couldn't do it. Shishan said, "What a waste! It was a lot of work to trick Hee-chan into making this."
Hey, what the hell?
So, Shishan wanted to see if she could do it, but then decided not to, right, Shishan?
Shizune sulks angrily. Look at those angry eyebrows. Shooting Misha a displeased look. I don't think I was supposed to hear that story. This is your test food? Dot dot dot.
I'm eating it too, Hee-chan, and Shishan is too, so we'll all get food poisoning together.
That doesn't answer the question. Nevertheless, I split a pair of chopsticks Shizune offers me, pick up a piece of cutlet, and pop it into my mouth. It's surprisingly good. I didn't expect Shizune to be such a good cook. Shizune puts her chopsticks down a sign curtly toward Misha, who gulps down her cutlet with noticeable difficulty in order to speak for her.
Hee-chan, don't talk with food in your mouth.
It's not like I enjoy doing it. Anyway, how motherly to show that kind of concern. Dot dot dot.
Can't even eat right, Hee-chan. That's all it is.
It's a stalemate. I can't eat in order to talk to Shizune, who can't eat in order to chastise me for eating the wrong way. Misha, caught in between, is in the same situation and looks the most disheartened by how this is going. Either way, our food is getting colder by the second, and it wasn't piping hot to start with. Wherever this was going, it dies down pretty fast once we all realize that, and we eat. After a while, the bell rings, but Misha makes no attempt to tell Shizune, so I'm sure they're planning to skip classes and spend the rest of the day in here again. Dot dot dot.
Hee-chan, do you have any plans for the festival?
No, not really. After all, I've only been here a week. What can I set up in that time?
Wahahaha! Hee-chan, you helped us out so much. Don't sell yourself short.
Okay. Dot dot dot.
We're serious!
Okay. The two of them seem to get indignant over the strangest things. Dot dot dot.
You're going though, right, Hee-chan? Shall I see what we've accomplished? Everyone should be able to look at what they have done so they can fully understand their work. That's my belief. You're no exception. Hee-chan, you should definitely go. If you don't have anything planned, then we can even go together.
Do you need a hand? If there's anything you need help with, I'm fine with sticking around. I feel much more at ease than I did earlier, my previous concerns and fears long gone. I forgot about this morning's trouble entirely until now, having fun with Shizune like this. Having fun with Shizune and Misha, don't just, she's right there. It seems like an unfamiliar concept to think of, but looking back on it, I've really enjoyed the moments I've spent with Shizune and Misha these past few days, in spite of everything else. If we might be going together, then maybe I can afford to stick around a little longer. And I guess it beats class. Dot dot dot.
Really, Hee-chan? Okay, we consider this you repaying us with a free lunch. Great, this is really great, really great. Shisha was going to bring this up again later anyway.
That's not a free lunch at all. Normally I'd be angry, or at least slightly unsettled, but my mood's improved from earlier on, so I'll let it slide. Helping them out turns out to consist mostly of stamping forms and making what seems like 10,000 copies apiece of 50 different budget reports. It's not hard, but very boring, and according to Misha, the simplest of the tasks they deal with. I feel myself getting more and more tired, and with that, less eager to return to class. This is especially bad because the more time I spend out of class, the harder it seems to just get up and go back. Is this going to be the route where Hisao barely goes to class? I mean, don't talk to Muto at all. These two, they're a terrible influence. Terrible role models. Not that it bothers me all that much, and I'm sure no one looks up to them. But it's the principle of the thing. Dot dot dot.
Done.
That was fast. I'll be finished before this period's over, I think.
No, Hee-chan, everything is done, so you're done too.
That doesn't make any sense. Are you telling me this is all arbitrary, and you've been keeping me here for the hell of it?
No.
Dot dot dot.
But we have kept you long enough. You should go back to class, Hee-chan. You can still make up for it. You can still make it for most of this period.
What about you? Dot dot dot.
Of course we're coming too. Of course. We'll be right behind you.
Reassured, I start heading back to class, but the period is almost halfway over, so I start thinking it'd be pointless halfway there, and pass the difference between this class and the next drinking juice in the hallway. Wait, what does that mean? What? I start thinking it would be pointless halfway there, and pass the difference between this class and the next drinking juice in the hall. What does that mean? The next drinking juice in the hallway? Oh, like getting out of class? I don't. Weird. I keep an eye on the door to the student council room, but it doesn't open. What's taking them so long? Are they busy wrapping up my share of the work? Well, it shouldn't take so long unless there's more, and they just wanted me to leave. The more I think about it, the likelier it seems. Shizune is, well, not an idiot, but clearly she's unable to just come out with things. Come out with things? Maybe it's because she can't talk, so it's harder for her. She has Misha, but all in all, as easy as they make it look, there's still a difference between casual speech and sign language. I mean, like, I don't know a lot, but is, like, stuttering a thing in sign language? Because, like, you plan out what you say in sign language, but, saying stuff, it just kind of comes out of you. Maybe people sign stuff, like, out of soul, spirit, they don't plan it. I don't know. I'm not deaf, sadly. What? I'm not deaf, sadly. Yes, I wish I was deaf. I wish I was deaf. I wish I had a disability. I contemplate going back there to check on them, but the bell rings and I have to go to class. They join me a few minutes later, and the thoughts I had in my mind before I slip away in the routine of school life. By the time I remember, school is over for the day, and I'm too tired to do anything but go home, do my homework, and then go to sleep. Alright. Just immediately pass out as soon as we get to the room. Very relatable. Also, man, I'm really hungry. Okay, someone's trying to break into my room to kill me. At 5 minutes past 8, an unbelievably loud banging jolts me awake. It's coming from outside my door. Quickly, I open the door to see Shizune and Misha standing side by side before me. Both of them look a little worn out, although it's more noticeable in Misha. Which one have you knocked? I ask, echoing the question that must be on the mind of everyone in the entire building.
That's not important. Hee-chan.
She quickly dismisses it without even batting an eye.
Oh, you're still in pajamas, Hee-chan. So you don't wake up at 8?
I notice her hair is wet. Her curls are barely holding their shape. No, I thought I'd sleep a bit later since it's the weekend and all, and I've been seriously sleep deprived this week. I wonder if she missed the poison in my words. ... Then
it's a good thing we came and wake you up. ... Anyway, Hee-chan, I guess you'd like to know why we're here, wouldn't you?
It's not hard to guess, but I wish she wouldn't say the words she's gonna say next.
Would you like to skip class and go somewhere nice with us?
Come again?
Would you like to skip class to do something fun?
I was certain they'd force me to help them again with some slave work. Seriously? Misha grins and nods enthusiastically. I like this new approach they're taking, although I'm somewhat surprised that they would suggest skipping class, even if we only have half a day since it's Saturday. Aren't you too worried about constantly missing class? ...
Well, it doesn't seem to be a problem. Hee-chan, this school's pretty much at a standstill whenever this time rolls around. It's a Saturday, too. Don't you want to do something fun?
I'm amazed by how little they seem to care. Okay, Asao, you nerd. ...
Not that we're pressuring you to give us your company, but we thought you might like to hang out. ... So, would you like to join us? Come on, you have a lot more fun than just sitting here with your head on your desk.
I guess I won't be missing anything important. Nor will I be missed. Alright then, I don't think I'll be missing much. What do you have in mind? My eyes narrow with suspicion as a thought crosses into my mind. Wait, this isn't just some trick to get me to do some more student council stuff, right? ...
No, of course not. That's a really mean thing to just assume like that, Hee-chan. ... Besides, you're in the student council now, remember? If you wanted you to do something for us, we wouldn't have to trick you.
This is a kind of coercion that isn't new to me. Only two pretty girls could pull it off. I allow myself to relax a bit. Maybe I'm being too paranoid. It seems like they may really just want to hang out. Nevertheless, no tricks. ...
No tricks. Stop being so paranoid.
Well, if you say so. Suddenly I realize I am still wearing my pajamas. I wonder if you'd let me dress up first. Dot dot dot.
Eh? Why, Hee-chan? You look just fine.
I'd still prefer wearing something else. I close the door before she gets a chance to reply and quickly pull on my uniform. Stepping back into the hallway, I see Misha and Shizune are engaged in an animated discussion. Also, I got dressed in like 2 seconds. That was so fast. I wonder if people discussing inside ever accidentally poke each other in the eyes. While I'm contemplating this, Shizune taps me on the shoulder impatiently. Dot dot dot.
So we're planning on slipping into town. Remember that tea shop we're at on Wednesday?
Tea shop? Dot dot dot.
You don't remember? It's literally the tea shop that like shows up in every single route, Hee-chan.
Oh, you mean that cafe?
Tea shop! It's called the Shanghai. China's the birthplace of tea, you know. Come on, Hee-chan, I'll treat you today. Not me. I mean Shishan.
I don't know.
It's nice. It's really relaxing. It's like half cafe, half restaurant, half sophisticated, half the library.
What? That's a lot of halves.
It's 2 restaurants in one, Hee-chan.
But Misha doesn't seem to notice that.
So, come on, it's not often we have this much free time.
Dot dot dot.
If you're busy though, you don't have to. It's like your presence is absolutely required.
I've never seen more weakly disguised reverse psychology in my life. I feel kind of tired today, and my teachers in my classes might want to know where I am. Maybe. On the other hand, I haven't really been to town at all since I've gotten here, so this is a good reason to head there. Also, I could use something to eat. If it's Shizune's treat, even better. I'm totally broke. Alright, let's go. Lead the way.
Great!
We make it to the tea shop with a 15-minute walk. It seems that we are the only customers around. Is it always this quiet in the morning? By that, I mean, is it always this empty? Dot dot dot. Hold on, give me a second to catch my breath. The Misha voice, takes a lot out of me, and I want to make sure it's at peak performance. I don't know, YouTubers speak like 30 minutes non-stop like I just did. I think after a few years that really gets to you, huh?
No, this is kind of weird. Hey, this isn't a bad thing though, right?
You're right. We take our seats at a large square wooden table, and it hits me that I don't know what this place serves. I just went with what Yuka recommended the last time. Hey, is there a menu or something?
Nope.
That was a strange amount of zest. Dot dot dot.
So, Hee-chan, you decide what you're going to order?
I look around the store and can't see anything resembling a menu. I mean, you'd think they put signs up here like McDonald's. I don't understand. What's up with this place? What gives? Is this some kind of secret shop? Can you normally only enter here with a secret handshake? Some kind of a wink and a nod? Do you need someone to vouch for you? A blood oath? Damn it, it was nothing like this last time. I don't know, the last time I think I just got coffee? What do they serve here? Dot dot dot, smug face.
Tea!
Well, that's not just tea, right? Not only tea, there's other stuff too, right? Dot dot dot.
Clearly.
Clearly, like what? There are no menus here. Where are the menus? They're playing another joke on me. There's no way out of this. All I can do is brace myself for the inevitable oncoming burn. I almost want to walk out of the store, but I'm already sitting down. It'd be improper to leave now. The unspoken rules of polite social conduct block my exit like a wall of fire. I decide to play it safe. I'll order what they order if it's acceptably manly enough. What? I'll order what they order if it's acceptably manly. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Waiter, please, can I have the Wembley, Tumbly, Rolly, Glitter, Surprise Sundae? Please. Why don't you two order before me? Ladies first. Dot dot dot.
Well played, Hee-chan, but we already ordered.
How is that possible? Wait, when? How? From who?
We're regulars. We come here often, so we don't have to do that anymore.
Dot dot dot.
Well, I guess you've had enough. We're sitting on the menus, of course.
I look around at the other tables. There are no menus on any of them. That means they must keep them in a big stack near the door or something. What a thing to sit on, and what speed to grab them so quickly. Well, whatever. Can I have one then? Dot dot dot.
You can take one if you want, but you're not the kind of person who would do something that lascivious? Lavicious? Isn't that right?
I tell them that I just like some coffee and put my head down on the cool tabletop. Frown. ...
Coffee! This is a very high-class establishment, and you're gonna order coffee?
I can tell they're messing with me again. In that case, I'll have whatever you're having. ...
Hee-chan! Shishan is drinking a special tea that is only grown in remote areas of India. The tea is still handmade by a tribe of tea makers who have passed the methods down in their families for generations. They must wade through alligator-infested waters to obtain the leaves once a year. On each trip, some do not make it back alive.
I can't drink that. I feel too guilty. Then, I'll have what you're having.
I don't know what I'm drinking. How?
Fine, then I want the tea that people died for.
No, never mind.
I'll just have coffee. If this is a very high-class establishment, they should have If this is a very high-class establishment, then they should have very high-class coffee, right? No one died for it, right? The perfect answer. There is no way they can stand against it. Shizune shrugs, as if to say, well played. They still didn't answer my second question. Misha calls for Yuko, who brings over our drinks and a single, incredibly tiny yellow cake with a little black plastic fork stuck in it for each of us. I eat my cake in one bite, amazed at how it's probably the least filling thing I've ever eaten.
Hee-chan, do you have any plans for tomorrow?
Misha takes a gulp of her tea, something sounding suspiciously high class, even though it looks like ordinary tea. She drinks with incredible recklessness considering how hot it is. It's been a month. Cut me some slack. The exact opposite of Shizune or Lily. Plans? That sounds ominous. Plans. Yes, I am incredibly busy tomorrow. In fact, I have so much to do that I will not have any free time at all. That's right, none whatsoever. And everything I have to do is extremely important. Very, very important. Misha giggles, clearly not buying it, and then signs it all back to Shizune, who nods slowly and deliberately while looking very unamused. Suddenly, she leans forward, staring analytically at my face like a human lie detector, waiting for the smallest tell to give me away. After at least a minute of this, she sits back down in her seat and takes a sip of tea. ...
Okay, Hee-chan. If you're that busy, we don't have anything to do tomorrow, so we thought maybe you want to hang out with us at the festival. You're new here anyway, right? Right. So, we thought we would show you around, have some fun together, but if you're that busy, we understand. ... Oh well.
Both of them shrug together in perfect sync, as if they rehearsed it. I think my voice just kind of killed the Misha voice, actually.
Hee-chan, you're so paranoid.
No, my voice with Misha has definitely shifted. I think my throat is like... I think my body is like telling me to stop doing the Misha voice because it'll kill me. Every time I do the Misha voice, it takes a year off my lifespan. ... Let me sip. My water bottle's almost done, so this will be the finishing of the water bottle. Oh my god! Yeah, I think someone's trying to kill me. Oh my god. I just got like... I tried to like squeeze the water bottle to make like the crunching noise, and then the air from the water bottle just like pushed itself into me. I almost died recording a video of Katawa Shoujo. I almost died. Okay, if that didn't... There has been so much damage to my throat today. My voice is probably just a little different now. Ahem!
And you'll never beat me anyway, so why bother getting so worked up about it? Haha, wow, Shishan.
Beat you? What are you talking about? Is she talking about the coercion? I never realized that was just a game to her. I thought I was the only one who saw it as competition. ...
You know, do you, Hee-chan? Because I don't. You can't outwit me. Well, Hee-chan, not me. ... What are you talking about, Shishan?
I can see Shizune smiling craftily, daring me to enter this battle of wills and wits with her. When he has pushed the edges of despair, a man has no choice but to sink, or grasp at the fleeting wisps of hope, fight with all his power against the inevitabilities of his fate, and struggle against the impossible. For even if he fails, At least fail knowing that he dared greatly. Or something like that. Well, we'll see about that. Don't underestimate me. ...
Don't you have to follow through to make good on that, Hee-chan?
Well, I could get lucky. Don't count out that possibility. ...
You won't.
I will. Wait. ...
Let's make a wager on it then.
I don't care about competition. That's a blatant lie. Wait, what exactly do you mean? Yeah, I'm kind of lost too.
That's okay if you don't know. Neither do I. Shizune is the one in power right now. ... So it's settled then. All right.
What? Didn't you hear what I just said? ...
Now all that's left is the stakes. What the winner wins, or more interestingly, what the loser loses.
Hey, this is a very dangerous game I'm playing. Shizune herself is a very dangerous girl, if she can only think in terms of winning and losing. If she views every time that I talk with her as some kind of battle of wills, I don't think I could take it. That kind of thing drives people insane. She's too Machiavellian. Machiavellian, yes. Before this, I'd assumed she was just kind of stoic. But nevertheless, I'm interested. In hindsight, I realized I just challenged her to what is essentially a duel without any rules that won't end until one of us... What? I guess that's it. That's so vague. What are the conditions for winning or losing? The first person who feels stupid loses? I don't know. I've never had to think of anything like this before.
Never?
Never.
Ugh. So you've never gambled, Hee-chan. I've gotta take you to poker nights.
I'm surprised you two have. ...
Oh, come on. It's just for fun anyway, between friends. It's about causing humiliation, suffering, and absolute despair. Isn't that the point?
Yeah, that's what gambling's all about, Misha. Shizune puts a finger to her temple thoughtfully. ... Exclamation mark!
How about this, Hee-chan? If you lose, you have to go to school one day without any pants on.
Yes. You see, that's a perfect bet. Because if I lose the bet, then I'll just wear shorts to school. Are you insane? Although in comparison to what I was afraid she would say, it's pretty mild. Can't we just bet money like normal people? ...
It's not you can match my wager if we did. Now it's your turn. Nothing perverted, understand?
Although taking my pants off is kind of perverted too. I think I need more time. This is gonna have me constantly on edge for weeks.
Okay, come on, you both hurry up. Your drinks are getting cold.
I quickly down the rest of my coffee. Shizune does the same, staring at me with a fierce look of competition in her eyes. It seems like a waste for her to be gulping down something that someone may have died for her to enjoy. I'm pretty sure she was lying. Hee-chan, come on.
Hee-chan, are you sure you want to hang out tomorrow? A lot of people are looking forward to it. You don't want to miss out.
I mumble unintelligibly at her.
I don't really understand.
It's time to think. Shizune's drink is smaller, but I can consume mine faster. Oh, okay, yeah, he's in the fight. If Shizune finishes her drink first, she might skip out on paying, leaving me to pick up the tab, even though she said the drinks were on her. Because I have no money on me, I would be humiliated, and therefore this could be considered a loss. If I finish first, the laws of chivalry will make me look like a jerk, as I would need to run out of this tea house, leaving her to pay for everything. That could also be considered a loss. She would use that. In the event of a draw, she may attempt to run out the door, and I'll probably do the same. This might lead to a collision at the door, which would be humiliating, but not overly so, and Misha would be left to pick up the tab. Oh, this is really childish. I'm a little disappointed in Shizune and myself. This game just turned to Kaguya-sama Love is War.
Well, Hee-chan, it's really nice we could all celebrate how well we put everything together for the festival by taking a look at our handiwork.
Misha seems oblivious to the fact that an epic battle of wills is raging in front of her. I nod slowly and down the last of my coffee. Well, I am finished enjoying my drink. I guess it's time for me to leave, and I am going to leave now. Calmly. ...
You too, Hee-chan? Why are you two acting so weird?
I quickly walk out of the door, and Shizune follows. Misha is gonna have to foot the bill. Sorry, Misha. Catching up to me, Shizune quickly pushes her glasses up and presses a note into my hand. If you... I guess do I have to come up with a Shizune voice for this? Because it says Shizune is... No, you know what, I'll just say in a deep voice. If you lose, you have to come hang out with us tomorrow. So you think you can win today? That's kind of cocky, Shizune. I forgot for a second that she can't hear me. I nod. Right now, she seems much cuter than she usually is, smiling softly with a hint of confidence coming through. Shizune looks energetic and carefree, although it could just be the caffeine. She winks and extends her hand for a handshake. I wonder if there's a buzzer in there and she plans to shock me, but that doesn't seem like something she would do, so I accept. Bzzz. With a squeeze, she pushes another note into my hand. I momentarily think that it's a buzzer and wonder if the shock could kill me. Shizune smirks and then runs off. You probably don't know how to get back to school from here. There'll be work waiting for you when you do. See you then. I crush the note in my fist dramatically, but no one is there to see it, and that makes me sad. I wonder if it's too late to go back to the shop and ask Misha for directions. But then again, I gave her a hard time for not knowing the way here, so I can't allow her to score off me for not knowing the way back. And if I ask her, Shizune could see it as a victory. No, it's not necessary. The school's on top of a damn hill. How hard could it be to find? I may be slightly directionally challenged, but I'm sure that even I can do this. About an hour and a half later, I walked the long paved path leading from the gate to the main building.
Ha! Just the person we were waiting for. So you made it here eventually, Hee-chan. Good. Now it's time for work.
Misha and Shizune had laid an ambush for me in the main lobby of the ground floor, and I walked straight into it. I should have just circled around the school like I had originally planned, but I thought that I was overreacting and being silly. Haha. The tradition of yawning during games is coming back. I don't know why. Misha is waving a thick stack of printouts in my general direction, taunting me.
We sorta need your help.
Sort of.
We need your help. ... You will help us.
Misha speaks with the usual playful, carefree manner, but even so I can hear Shizune's unnervingly hard severity behind it. That sounds like an order.
Really, Hee-chan? Is it? ...
It is?
Sorry, Hee-chan. I guess it is.
She doesn't sound very sorry at all.
I thought we had almost everything done by now, but it turns out we have all these signs to attach to backing boards. ... More hands make light work, and everybody wins. This is your duty, after all, as a member of the student council, which you are a part of.
As a member
of the student council. ... It's a simple task. Sorry, Hee-chan, my voice has changed so much today, so wild. Such a simple task, getting out of the way now would be good. It's not that much work, a small thing, really. ... And we'd really appreciate your help. Really appreciate it.
Oh my god, I am so sorry, audience, but I just cannot speak right now. Ahem. Do re mi fa sol la.
Besides, it's time to pay us back for treating you so nicely.
So the tea shop was a trap after all. You two-timing scoundrels. ...
Don't say that. It was completely unrelated. We wanted to celebrate you joining the council.
But why did she bring that up then?
But ...
Exclamation mark.
No buts. You're coming with us.
I don't even get to finish my sentence as they grab me by the arms and try to pull me towards their office. Misha laughs giddily as she and Shizune exchange sly looks behind my back. ... Exclamation mark.
I don't think you have a choice in this, Hee-chan. There are two of us, and even try to get away now. Don't take us lightly. ...
Exclamation mark.
Hee-chan, it's your duty to help us anyway, as a member of the student council.
Alright. How could I forget? But seriously, aren't there other people who can help you?
Like who, Hee-chan? You were fine with helping us yesterday.
Yesterday is not today. And anyone who isn't me... Why don't you have anyone else in the council? ... Exclamation mark.
That's why we'd like to know.
Misha's laughter explodes through the hall. She doesn't notice the grimace on my face at all. That's right, it's just the two of them, isn't it? Alright, okay, I'll help you. Misha runs her tongue over her teeth, looking quite pleased.
That's my Hee-chan. I knew we could trust you. ...
Exclamation mark.
So predictable.
When we get to the student council room, my jaw drops. The number of signs, backing boards, and signposts is insane. One thing you do have to remember is that during every other route, Misha and Chizune are doing all this work by themselves. So I am helping them get it done a little faster. They're stacked all over the place like building materials at a construction site, something I let Chizune and Misha know right off the bat. There are so many signposts here, you could probably build a second wall around the school with them.
Really? Well, there are a lot of them, so maybe... ...
Exclamation mark.
Eh? No? How do you know that, Shishan? ...
Exclamation mark.
Really?
Don't tell me she's actually considered it. Shizune hesitates, then pushes her glasses up a bit as Misha lets out a very uneasy sounding laugh. So she has considered it. ... Exclamation mark.
That's irrelevant, Hee-chan. Can you get on with making the signs, please?
Alright. I feel sort of lied to, though. I thought you said it wouldn't be that much work. ... Exclamation mark.
Ah, well, Shishan said it wouldn't be that much work for us. ...
Exclamation mark.
Someone has to supervise you while you do this, to make sure you're doing it right. And those people will be us.
So, what are you two gonna do?
Watch you! ...
Exclamation mark.
No, that was just a joke, Hee-chan. What about two, of course? The student council is really supposed to have a lot more people. This is just a bad year. Fewer people than usual, even though we already didn't have many the year before. And then there's just a lot more work than before, too. ...
Exclamation mark.
Besides, Shishan likes working with you, and so do I. You've accomplished a lot more than we normally could,
I can accept that. Lately, they've been looking a little fatigued every time I see them. Student council work is apparently a 24-hour-a-day thing, and when I've seen her, there are just the two of them. Well, I guess I make it 3. They must work almost non-stop. I wonder how much time they spend working in this room when I don't see them. And I've even glimpsed Misha taking naps sometimes without Shizune at her side. By herself, Shizune has to be working 60-hour weeks doing her student council duties on top of regular classes. Very hard work. 2 hours pass and I reach for attack, only to find the box just empty. Shizune grabs it before I can even say anything. She smiles, tossing it expertly into a trash can along with another empty backs of tacks. ... Exclamation mark.
So you're out too, Hee-chan? Don't worry, Shishan says she'll get some more. Went through a box too, but me and Shishan decided to wait until you needed a new box as well before getting a new one.
Something about that strikes me as odd. Wait, we both ran out of tacks just now? What a weird coincidence, huh?
Ah, well, actually, Hee-chan, we ran out 20 minutes ago. There's only one spare box of tacks, the one we gave to you. And you were flying through those pretty quickly, so we thought we should wait until we both had more tacks before getting more. Then, Shishan could go out and get fresh boxes of tacks for all of us at the same time. For efficiency.
Shizune nods, preparing to step out the door. Wait a second, so what did you two do for the past 20 minutes? ... Exclamation mark.
Nothing, of course. What would we do? We had no tacks, Hee-chan.
Shizune and Misha exchange knowing glances before they give me a perfectly synchronized and incredibly exaggerated simultaneous shrug. I see. So you decided to take a break. Clever. ... Exclamation mark.
Oh, we know it was clever.
That was not Misha's voice at all. I'm very sorry.
Whose idea was it?
Also, yeah, hope you don't mind that.
The both of us, of course. Well, Hee-chan, it was all Shishan's idea.
I turn immediately to Shizune, who gives me a curt wave and a surprisingly cheery smile before quickly vanishing out the door. Well then, why didn't you just say you wanted to take a break? I used to think that Shizune and Misha were polar opposites. Misha always seemed so energetic and playful like any other girl. Shizune, on the other hand, always seemed distant, aggressively manipulative, and vaguely scary, but distant. There were times when I thought that she had no sense of humor. As cute as she was, I'd almost never seen her smile, not to mention all the other things. The analytical stare, the permanently stoic expression, and even her penmanship, so mechanically precise that everything she writes looks typed. But Shizune and Misha really aren't as different as I thought. I'm a little surprised.
Why?
Shizune, I didn't know that she liked to joke around like that. What I mean to say is I didn't know that she could act so girlish. It was actually pretty cute.
You'd be surprised, Hee-chan.
Well, I didn't know you and her were so close either the first time I saw you. I've always been curious as to how these two met. Do you two go far back or something? Childhood friends? Next door neighbors?
Haha! Sorry, Hee-chan, it's not anything like that. It would be cuter that way. When I came to the school, they just placed me next to Shi-chan, and she looked like a very serious person. And I thought, I'm gonna be spending the rest of the year next to this person, maybe. So it'd be nice if we could be friends, but I wonder if she'll like me. And I learned that she was deaf. You know, Hee-chan, the first time I just thought she was ignoring me. But luckily, I know a little sign language, and we became friends.
I want to know where Misha learned to sign, but I guess that's something for another time.
Now, I guess we're always together. It's nice. I always have someone to listen to me, and I think Shishan likes having someone to talk to. So, everybody wins.
That's nice.
That's it? You look disappointed, Hee-chan. What were you expecting? You know, Hee-chan, I don't think that me and Shishan thank you properly.
For what?
Joining the student council. You've been a real help to us, Hee-chan. I think you'll get a lot more sleep now.
Well, I'm glad I could help if it helps a young woman sleep at night.
That's an interesting thing to say, Hee-chan. Shishan really appreciates you helping us out too.
At that moment, Shizune steps back into the room, looking slightly annoyed and sipping off-handedly from a juice box. ... She throws 2 boxes of tacks on the floor with a wry smile. ... Exclamation mark!
Ah, Shishan!
Misha opens her mouth to speak, but then quickly closes it. Shizune suddenly crumples her juice box with a crunch like the sound of breaking bones. ... Exclamation mark. Who has wronged her now? ... Exclamation mark. I can tell that each harsh, quaking hand gesture is most likely an epithet. What's she saying?
It was just very hard to get these. ...
Exclamation mark.
I guess that's an understatement, Shishan.
Shizune calms down a bit, straightening her glasses and lightly brushing her bangs back with one finger. ...
It really wasn't a big deal in retrospect. That's forward thinking of you. Alright then, I guess the two of us should get back to work, Hee-chan.
Sure, why not? I guess the reason why she was so angry will always remain a mystery. My guess, she ran into the art teacher. By the time we're done with the signs, it's already getting dark out. I hadn't expected something like this to take so long. But then again, if it were that easy, I doubt Shizune and Misha would have asked for my help. Shizune falls into a nearby chair, cracking her knuckles systematically and letting out a muted yawn. ...
That's all for today, I guess. It's a good thing, Shishan, and I'm very tired, too.
That took way longer than expected. ...
You agree? We didn't expect it to take so long either, not as planned. I'm so hungry. I just realized I haven't eaten all day.
Now that I think about it, I haven't eaten nothing since I woke up this morning. But right now I'm almost too tired to think about food. I have also eaten nothing since I woke up this morning. I am also very hungry. I think they already stopped serving dinner.
This can't be happening! Shh. Hee-chan, can you think of any way we could obtain food?
Obtain food? I don't like your tone of voice. ...
Why not order out? Oh, that's right, I guess you could do that.
Order out from where? Seriously, who'd be willing to bring us, like, all the way to the town to here? Someone's gonna have to drive that way, you know? Oh, actually, walking takes quite a while, but maybe driving takes like 5 minutes. Just order on Uber Eats. Let's go.
From town, of course.
I didn't know they delivered to the school. What are you gonna get? Well, if you're forced to live at a school, then it's probably let you, pick up food from there.
Maybe some Chinese food.
As long as you're going to, can I get in on it too? I'm also pretty hungry.
Hee-chan, you should've just said so in the first place. ... What's that? It's your tree? That's great, that's great. ... That's true. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here so late, Shishan.
Misha quickly grabs a menu from a drawer behind her and begins to enter the numbers slowly and carefully, as if she's used to messing it up.
What do you want, Hee-chan?
Well, I guess I'll just have some dumplings. I raise my hand in a gesture of thanks to Shizune, who responds with a very faint, split-second smile.
Hee-chan, Shishan is paying for everything tonight, so it's all in her. She can afford to splurge a little.
Some shrimp fried rice, too, then. You're telling me a shrimp fried this rice?
You're telling me a shrimp fried this rice? Alright. And you, Shishan? ... A Chinese omelet? Okay, then.
Hey, Misha, does that really mean omelet? Can I see that again?
Sure, like this.
Okay, so you put your finger up, you put your finger down, you put it back up, and then you do that pose that Misha's doing. That's how you do omelet.
And this is for what you ordered, dumplings.
Okay, down, up, and then Misha pose. I'm learning so much sign language today.
Shrimp,
Ahem.
shrimp fried rice.
No, that's not Misha's voice at all.
Hichan, shishan, shrimp fried rice. Shrimp fried rice. And I'm gonna get soup and a stir fry. You say that like this.
Finger up, down.
And here's how much it all costs. 3,685 yen.
You know, I'm feeling kind of analytical right now, but you know, I'll just put a little thing in the video. How much 3,685 yen is in today's market in US dollars. Just if you're curious. It'll be on screen right now. There you go. It's right on screen. It's probably on screen, right? God, I hope so. Well, I don't know in how many situations I'll need to remember such an exact number. I owe her money.
Okay, I'm gonna order now unless anyone wants something else. No objections? Alright then.
Shizune impatiently twirls a pair of chopsticks between her fingers as we wait for the food to arrive. Hey, where did you get those?
This is the first time we've ordered out, Hichan, and they always give us a ton of chopsticks. For some reason, even when we tell them there's only 2 people.
And you two have accumulated a lot of them from a lot of long nights eating takeout in the office?
Hichan, that's exactly it! ...
You know how voice actors have like a trigger word or phrase that helps them get into character? I think for me, like for Misha, it's Hichan and Shishan.
Hichan, I'm overstating it! ... That's right, Shishan! Hey, Hichan, you know that once we've collected 100 pairs of chopsticks from ordering out, we'll be able to take over the universe?
I used to think that too when I was little.
Hichan, are you good at breaking them down the middle? I can never do it right, so I found a little pile of chopsticks Shishan had saved up and practiced on at least 20 of them. She was really mad about that. ...
Exclamation mark. I let out a laugh as Shizune turns bright red with indignation. I didn't know she had such a childish side. When the food arrives, I dig in heartily, drinking one of the tiny cans of soda Shizune bought for us from one of the vending machines in the hall. Thanking them both for the food, I head back to the dorms, ready to turn in for the night. You should have ate with them in the office. Come on, Hichan. The dorms are eerily quiet, except for the sounds of portable TVs and radios murmuring unintelligibly behind thin walls. It's quiet here at night and very peaceful. I can hear the crickets chirping outside my window and see actual stars when I look up. Tired, I try to fall asleep as quickly as I can, only feeling slightly robbed of my Saturday. What do you mean, dog? That was an amazing Saturday. You did a lot. I mean, you did work for like 2 hours, so, and you probably owe these 2 girls a lot of money, but, we'll get to that when it comes to that. But, yeah, that will be it for today's episode of Katawa Shoujo. Thank you so much for watching. It's nice to be back. I really miss playing this game. Yeah, hopefully video uploads should be more regular by now. You know, I thought that once I'd be off of school for summer vacation, then I'd have more time to record, but it's actually the opposite. Now that I'm back in school, I have more time to record now. That's kind of funny. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this episode of Katawa Shoujo, and if you haven't figured it out by now, we're actually doing Rin's route. That's right, this is Rin's route. That's right, flabbergasted, aren't you? This is totally Rin's route, and nobody else's route. I am not lying to you right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace! I'm honestly surprised we're non-Act 2 yet.